but I still want to present you my presentation. Don't underestimate the people, let them decide. It's a quote from Taskin Shinawatra, and today I want to tell you something about his life and his political career. First of all, I want to start with his early life and education. After that, I'm going to tell you something about his career, his Cuban exile. Then I will present you Taskin as an authoritarian populist and also as an icon of democracy. Let's start with his early life and education. Taskin was born on July 26 in 1949 in San Kambaeng in Thailand. He comes from a family with a history in local politics and business. Taskin pursued his education at Montfort College and later attended the Armed Force Academy's preparatory school. He graduated from the Thai Police Cadet Academy in 1973. Taskin furthered his education in the United States, earning a master's degree in criminal justice from Eastern Kentucky University in 1975 and a doctorate in criminology from Sam Houston State University in 1978. Now I'm going to tell you something about his business and his early ventures. Taskin started his career as a police officer but soon transitioned into the business world. He ventured into the computer and technology sector, establishing a small computer rental company. In 1983, Taskin founded Advanced Info Service, which became the largest mobile phone operator in Thailand. He later established Shin Corporation, which grew to become a significant telecommunications conglomerate in Thailand. Shin Corporation's success made Taskin one of the wealthiest individuals in Thailand. Through Shin Corporation, Taskin expanded into various media and communication sectors, including satellite televisions and internet services. Shin Corporation owned ITV, a significant television station in Thailand. So now I'm going to tell you something about his political career. Taskin's political journey began in the 1990s when he served as a foreign minister and then deputy prime minister under different administrations. In 1998, he founded the Thai Rec Thai Party, which rapidly gained popularity. His platform focused on populist policies aimed at reducing poverty and stimulating economic growth. Taskin became prime minister in 2001 after a landslide victory for the TRT party. His tenure was marked by significant economic policies, including village funds, a universal healthcare program, and various infrastructure projects. He implemented the war on drugs, which, despite its intention to reduce drug-related crimes, faced criticism for human rights abuses. Taskin was re-elected in 2005 with an overwhelming majority, highlighting his continued popularity. However, his administration was also marred by allegations of corruption and authoritarianism. His relationship with the monarchy and the military grew increasingly strained. Taskin's legacy is complex. He's credited with implementing policies that significantly improved the lives of many rural Thais. But his tenure is also criticized for corruption and human rights abuses. His impact on Thai politics remains significant as his supporters and opponents continue to shape the country's political landscape. In 2006, Taskin faced accusations of corruption and abuse of power, which culminated in a military coup that ousted him from power. Following the coup, Taskin sold Sin Corporation to Temasek Holdings, a Singaporean state-owned investment company, in a deal that was highly controversial and sparked public protests. So here are some bullet points about Taskin-related public protests involving Temasek Holdings. In 2006, Temasek Holdings acquired a significant stake in Sin Corporation, a major Thai communications company founded by then Prime Minister Taskin and his family. The acquisition was highly controversial in Thailand, sparking widespread public protests. Critics argued that the deal was politically motivated and by loopholes to bypass Thai laws restricting foreign ownership. The sale of Sin Corporation to Temasek was scrutinized for tax evasion. Taskin's family reportedly avoided paying taxes on the sale, fueling public outrage. Protesters and political opponents claimed that the sale of a strategic national asset to a foreign entity compromised Thailand's national security. The transaction intensified existing political tensions, leading to mass protest organized by the People's Alliance for Democracy, also known as the Yellow Shirts, who opposed Taskin's government. The controversy surrounding the Temasek-Sin deal contributed the political turmoil that culminated in a military coup in September 2006, which ousted Taskin from power. The aftermath of the deal saw legal battles and investigations into Taskin's finances, as well as continued political instability in Thailand. The controversy negatively impacted Temasek's reputation in Thailand and highlighted the risk of state-owned investment entities engaging in political sensitive deals. The deal and the subsequent protest strained diplomatic relations between Singapore and Thailand, with both governments having to navigate the fallout from the public dissent and political upheaval. These points outlined the significant public protests and political repercussions related to the Temasek Holdings' involvement in the acquisition of Sin Corporation, emphasizing border implications for both Thailand and Temasek. Now some points about the exile and ongoing influence. Taskin lived in self-imposed exile for many years, primarily residing in Dubai. Despite his absence, he continued to influence Thai politics through his family and political allies. Taskin's business acumen played a crucial role in his rise to prominence, both economically and politically within Thailand. Some points about his return and recent activities. Taskin has continued to be a controversial and polarizing figure in Thailand. Despite living in exile, he remains active in political discourse through social media and interviews. His influence is evident in the ongoing political divisions in Thailand, often described as a struggle between pro-Taskin factions and those opposing his return to power. Now I want to tell you some points about Taskin as an authoritarian populist. First, the centralization of power. Taskin was often criticized for centralizing power and undermining democratic institutions. During his tenure, he was accused of manipulating the judicial system and controlling the media to consolidate his authority. Second, human rights abuses. His administration was marked by allegations of human rights abuses. The most notable example is the 2003 war on drugs, which led over 2,500 extrajudicial killings, drawing widespread condemnations from human rights organizations. And at last but not least, populist tactics. Taskin employed populist rhetoric and policies to appeal the rural, poor, and urban working class. While these measures, such as cheap health care and debt relief, were popular, critics argue they were designed to gain votes rather than promote sustainable development. On the other hand, Taskin is presented as an icon of democracy because of his electoral mandate. Taskin's popularity among the rural and urban poor was undeniable. He won landslide electoral victories in 2001 and 2005, reflecting his strong support base and the effectiveness of his populist policies is addressing the needs of these demographics. Also, the economic development. Under Taskin's leadership, Thailand saw significant economic growth and development. His policies aimed at reducing poverty and improving healthcare and education had tangible positive impacts on many Thais' lives. And alas, the challenge to the elite. Taskin's rise was seen as a challenge to Thailand's traditional elite and establishment, which had long dominated the country's politics. His ability to mobilize the masses and give a voice to the previously marginalized rural population was seen by many as democratizing force. Now I want to know what's your opinion? Is Taskin an authoritarian populist or an icon of democracy? And after that, I will tell my conclusion about him. So, in my opinion, Taskin's legacy is a blend of authoritarian and democratic elements. His approach to governance included both populist and authoritarian tendencies, which earned him admiration from supporters who saw him as a champion of the poor and condemnation from critics who viewed him as a threat to democratic norms. Thus, whether Taskin is seen as an authoritarian populist or an icon of democracy largely depends on one's perspective, on his methods, and the outcomes of his policies.